Hey guys, so we're back on the buck today, day 13, and so what we're going to do today, I'm going to be removing these panels here and hopefully taking down all the top panels too to get rid of the insulation. I'm going to take these metal panels off here. I took these off the other day. Now what I've noticed a lot of folks are doing when they cut it out, they're cutting it like down here and just doing it straight across. So technically they're leaving about, you know, that much material. So they're just coming along a straight line there and grinding it off. I didn't like the way that looked, so, you know, not knowing what we're going to do as far as trimming it out with the wood and stuff, I wanted to get rid of it as much as possible. So what I did is I took my angle grinder with a cutting wheel, and there's just a little bit of a lip right here below the window, and I literally just took my my cutting wheel and followed that lip all the way down, and you know, it left like a little material in some places, but you know, we can work with that. But yeah, so I'm happy with that. You know, and then again, that also gives us the opportunity to see what's behind the walls. You know, if there's any major holes or anything, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's where we're at for today. Stay tuned, we'll keep you posted. I got the side panels off. That actually went pretty quick. I don't know, probably took me 45 minutes. But yeah, so with the way that metal is, it looks like it folds up underneath this lip here. So you literally have to take out your window sill. That's what your window sits in right there. But yeah, so they've got a piece of angle iron that runs along here, and if you'll notice, it sticks out just enough to where when you start cutting on that, I don't know if it's galvanized steel or if it's aluminum, but when you start cutting on it, your blade will just follow that angle iron all the way down. I did find some light coming in down there. That is where we put in the diesel fuel, so we'll figure out a way to seal that up so we're not getting water in there anymore. Taking off these panels kind of lets you get a better look at you know, what your windows are doing. A lot of the research that we're doing, you know, that's basically a weak point for a bus. It's going to be your windows. Rachel had a great idea last night, some possibilities for the windows. Now we've looked, or I looked, and you can get replacement windows that are like fabricated just for buses, but they're super expensive. It's going to be our design studio and workshop, so we're not trying to spend a ton of money, but I like her idea better anyway, to see what we can fabricate for. So stay tuned and see what we do with these windows. taking out the windows lets us kind of see, you know, where we're at as far as rust goes. It looks like there's some kind of, I don't know, I guess old school Flex Seal sprayed on the sides of here. So I'll take my angle grinder with the wire wheel on it and get all this rust off of here. Rachel bought some rust killer, so we'll spray that on there before we paint. So hopefully we don't have any further rust. Who knows, and we may just even, I don't know, just depending on, you know, what we're thinking and what Rachel thinks, we may just pop these side panels off and clean them that way. So we'll see. I need to take the roof panels off because it rained really good yesterday, and I came out to see where any leaks were, like through the windows and stuff. And I noticed on the floor that I had drip spots. So I tracked them down to the roof, and somewhere up underneath all the metal panels there's a leak. So I've got to take those out and figure out where the water's coming from. You know, and if it's super bad and rusted up underneath there, fix that. Otherwise, we could just leave it because it's got the insulation in there, looks good. So, you know, I would imagine if it wasn't for the leak, I wouldn't even take it down. We'd just slap wood over it and make it look, you know, like we took it down and fixed it.
You guys, Chuck is so camera shy, it's funny.
Right. So I started on the top.
He's braver than I am.
Whoever worked on this bus before us, so I guess they took all this down prior to us, because all of ours, a lot of the videos that I've been watching, a lot of folks have rivets up here. So they're having to punch them out, drive that rivet the rest of the way in, and then take a chisel and knock these things out. So we got lucky that all of ours are a T20 star bit, so that makes life a lot easier. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. What you doing, buddy? But I brought him out so he could kind of inspect the work, see what we've done so far. What do you think? Oh, what do you think? Did good? Yeah? Say yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I come outside to check on Chuck. Hopefully you can hear me. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Ew, y'all, that stinks. Whew.
Hey!
Hi, Jack.
Hey. You checking out what we're doing so far?
Yeah.
Alright, am I on camera?
Yep, and there you go with the bending over again.
Alright, so I got all of them out. There was a lot of this back and forth. So I'm taking out the last couple of star bits, and
Try not to make you guys dizzy.
And take them out. So I left a few of them in there, so that way.
And so you've done that all the way back. Let me pan for them. Just the ones in the center are all that's holding that up right now.
Yeah, there was a lot of this. My arm got really tired. Had to stop every now and then. Yeah, babe, we got lucky that these are rivets.
Yeah, a lot of people have been having a lot of trouble getting their rivets and stuff out.
I think that they've had this off before and just replaced it with these. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, it's had two previous owners, and we know that they had a little fun with the paint sprayer at some point, because back in that corner behind Joe, you can see the wooden particle board that they have in the window, and you can see where they tested their sprayer out. So I'm going to assume that they probably have had it out before. Okay, so last screw out. Wow, guys, that stuff really stinks.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just trying to. I haven't YouTubed any videos of people actually taking theirs out. So, unfortunately, there's a piece in the back that I have to leave on for now until we get ready to take that wall off because of the way he's got it tacked on.
You want to show them that?
Yeah, sure. So he used metal studs. I would have used wood. And he's fixed it to where he can cut and kind of find an angle. And he's got it screwed in here and here. And I don't think there's any more over here. So I can get to these on both sides, but the problem is he's also got it tacked underneath here.
Let me back up so I can see that better.
Where I can't get to. This piece, this one panel has to stay until we get ready to take this wall off.
Yeah, guys, because this whole wall has got to go. Like, there's so many things that were not done right. And yeah, you can see the
moisture from
water.
yesterday.
We've had a lot of rain the last few days. So
it had water coming in down here. I mean, not like, you know, a steady stream, but enough to where, you know, it made it wet. All that's wet right there.
right.
So.
And right now, for the record, the bus is kind of parked at a tilt, so
Yeah.
all the water's kind of draining to that one side. The other day, Joe showed you guys in another video that it was dripping from the dash onto the heating thing. And in the dust, you could see the gravity pattern and how it had ran over and dripped from the dash. So anyway, but yeah, this whole wall has got to go. And of course, we're gonna put another one back. We're just gonna do it the right way this time. So we've kind of hit a kind of a block, because you can see the way the ceiling is layered each panel onto the next, moving towards the front of the bus. So that back one is under the wall. So Joe's gonna try, just because we have a ceiling leak. We're not ready to take that back wall down, but because we have a leak and we are trying to rust proof the shell, we need to get to that now. So Joe's trying to figure out a way to get past the panel he's standing beneath, the one right in front of the back panel, and then just take all of those towards the front out so he can go ahead and start addressing. Because where's that rust at? Or the leak?
There was one here, and water was coming down from here too.
Okay.
There's some kind of what looks like a vent right here.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had to guess, that's probably where it's coming from. Or maybe the seal's falling off.
Right.
And my water piping. Don't know till I get it off.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
Well, I thought we could just push the lights up in here and get this metal off. But I've actually got to take them off first because there's not enough room in here. So I'm just going to unhook them real quick, set them aside.
Alright, so first panel coming down. We're gonna find out what's in that ceiling.
So it looks like the easiest way to pull these things down is to start in the middle and get them going. And then I guess they just kind of come in on themselves. The only problem is the lid you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. This is what holds the other side up.
It sounds like it's got some kind of glue on it too.
Want to tell them what your plan is for the roof? I mean the ceiling, when all this metal stuff comes down? That's why he's being destructive, guys, and not worrying about bending it, because he has other plans.
Yeah, so all those pallets that we picked up, our friend Rick at the hardware store will let us have all their pallets that stuff gets shipped in on.
Whenever available.
Yeah, when they're done with them. And so the plan is to use those pallets, use that reclaimed wood, and use it for our ceiling.
One of the ideas anyway. We have also thought about beadboard, guys. We've seen a couple of bus ceilings that were amazing, and they were beadboard, and we really liked it. So we'll just have to see, but that's one of the plans, is we're gonna woody out the ceiling. All right, say bye, Chuck.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys. Okay, guys, true story. Joe came inside and he's saying to me, "I'm so lonely," and asked me if I would come out and just kind of hang out with him for a minute. So I just come out to check on him and make sure he's still alive.
Yeah, I've still got all of my fingers.
All right, I have now checked in. Chuck's gonna get back to it.
What are you doing in there, bud? Yeah, so we got Shop Dog out here with us today. Once I start cutting, I'll probably take him inside though, so the metal sparks don't ignite his fur. All right, bye guys.